are things in the underworld?
Well, they're just fine. You know, a little dark, a little gloomy, and as always, hey, full of dead people. What are you gonna...
Tell me you're a witch without actually telling me you're a witch. Better yet, show me.
Which one of you motherfuckers switched my alcohol with holy water?
Mortals, please be aware that what the person who has duetted this video is doing is our latest sin. This right here is a hell-worthy sin. I know you might be thinking, that's not a sin, but the way they got to here, woof. Wow.
So, I just watched a video of a young witch turning around and getting justice for Trump. You were calling upon the actual entity of justice itself. So let's just talk about this for a sec, okay? You were calling upon the entity of justice. Justice will do what justice will do. That means if Donald Trump has done something wrong, you just called upon the entity of everything that will make him pay. Thank you. No, thank you very much, because justice will do what justice does. Proper justice. Take care.
Manda ata ata rata deda baka sanda ata ambo osata.
Now let me get this straight. That hot mess overpaid cat turd burrito that was standing on stage screaming incoherently, apparently to the African ancestral angels in a plea to have them change the election results, is the spiritual advisor of King Ninny Muffin von Clorox, the Tangerine Donkey Testicle. And she's a Christian? Huh. And y'all say pagans and witches are weird.
Stop all that cussing. I said a fuck, fuckity, fuck, said a fuckity, fuck. I said a fuckity, fuck, the fuck to the fuckity bitch.
To the older generation on TikTok, meaning like people born in the late 90s.
This is so amazing. I had to come running into my bathroom to make a TikTok about this. I'm listening to Time Suck right now. It's one of my favorite podcasts, and they're talking about witches. And there was a court case where somebody tried to sue somebody because they said the other person was trying to put a witch hex on them, and the court threw it out because you can't prove that. They're like, there's no evidence behind that. But the judge also wrote in the noting that the court couldn't stop the witch. Like, even if they imprisoned him, he's a witch and he could continue doing harm to the person. Not only is that the most amazing ruling, but I could just see the judge sitting in his chambers typing this like, I went to law school and I have to write that a witch can't be stopped by the law. Do you know how hard law school is? This is so...
Hold on to your khakis, Kevin. I'm under no obligation to make any sense to you. Now, ladies, it's time we shift our mindset to if we don't like something, we will no longer be putting up with it, because there is nothing more dangerous than a strong and independent woman who remains focused and unimpressed. And most men want a strong and independent woman until we force them to level up themselves. Then suddenly we're labeled as difficult because we no longer turn to them to seek validation for our mere existence. Listen, sis, we are not rehabilitation centers for poorly raised men. It is not our job to fix them. It is not our job to raise them. They need to come to us as a whole ass man, because we are looking for a partner, not a project. And at the end of the day, we're going to keep focusing on ourselves and on our glow up until we find someone who us right and treats us how we deserve, because nobody has time for shitty coffee, shitty sex, or shitty relationships. And if it's not bringing you income, inspiration, or to orgasm, we don't want it.
You can see that big dip, that U shape here. That's that area of low pressure that's going to be moving in. So we've got